Hi, I'm Kimberly from Fat Quarter Shop Flosstube, and today I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful home piece for your home. We're going to be using this piece, which we stitched using our cross-stitch alphabet PDF pattern. We stitched it on 28 count mushroom Lugana with 2 skeins of DMC 535. This is shown in the pattern exactly like this, so you just stitch that. We got this board at Hobby Lobby, which is linked in the description box below. We've got some general sewing supplies, our 3/4 inch finishing tape, a piece of fabric to go behind our piece, and we've got some sticky board and batting. And I'm going to show you how quick you can do this, and it's going to be great for your home. So let's get started. We're going to start with our home piece, which goes in the center of our board. We're going to leave about 1/2 inch away on the edge, and we're going to draw those lines on the back with the friction pin. That will disappear with heat later if you need it to. And I'm just going to use the ruler. I'm going to measure 1/2 inch from the bottom. And then we're going to measure this size, and this is the size we're going to cut our first sticky board at. And this will be 12.5 by 4 3/4. So I'll set this aside. We're going to use this big sticky board and hope that we can use it for both pieces. So first we'll cut 4 3/4 inches wide, just using the lines on our ruler. And then we've got 12.5 inches wide. And if you cut from the side that is the non-sticky side, it will cut through easier with your rotary cutter. Now we will take our piece and make sure this fits, and it does. We're going to cut a piece of batting slightly bigger than this. We're going to go iron this to get it really flat. So now we will take off the sticky side of the sticky board. I just love saying sticky. We could just say sticky, sticky, sticky. Yay, it finally came off. Okay, just place that on your batting. I like to smooth it just to make sure it's really smooth. And then you'll cut around the edge, flush with the board. Now we'll come back to our piece. I worked with the piece right side down. You're going to put your batting right here. And I'm going to go ahead and cut about 1 inch around the outside edge. And you can save this for another project. And then from here, we've got it right side down. We've got our batting on the front. You don't have to do batting, but I feel like it will make the front more smooth. We're going to take our finishing tape. It's double-sided, and we are going to put finishing tape around the 4 sides. Remove the top and bottom strip, and we'll just start with the top and the bottom first. And I'm going to fold the pieces over very gently, try to make it as straight as I can without pushing all the way down because I might need to reposition. And that's what's great about the finishing tape is you can reposition it over and over. Look on the front. So when I'm looking at this, the bottom looks really straight, so I'm going to press that down. And the top, I'm going to just pull it slightly more taut. And you can use the lines on the back to watch because there's lines on the fabric to make sure you're straight. And what we're going to do here is fold over, but I'm going to lift this slightly, and it's going to create a little bow kind of. You want to make sure your corners look straight. There's nothing loose. And then we will push these down. And by pushing them down, you want to pull it slightly. And we're going to tape that down so it stays in place. And then your corners are going to look really nice because they won't be puffy. Turn it over and it looks like right here I need to work this in a little bit. And now we're going to move to the next piece. So under this piece we're going to have another piece. We're going to leave an inch around and we're going to put fabric on it. The piece under the home piece is going to be a piece of sticky board with fabric on top. This is 4 3/4 by 12 1/2, and we want to give an inch on each side. So we're going to do 6 3/4. We're going to cut this 6 3/4. And I'm leaving, this is 6 1/2, and I'm leaving about a 1/4 inch. The other side needs to be 14 1/2. We want our stripe to go this direction, so we're just going to cut around. We can clean that up in a little bit. We're going to go iron our piece real quick and come back. Now we're going to put our fabric right side down, and I'm going to trim all this up. but I'm using a scrap of fabric, so it didn't need to be exact. Pull the sticky board off, and you're going to place this down on the back, and you want to make sure that since you're working with a fabric with a stripe, that it's straight across. We're not putting batting on this step, but you can if you would prefer. Now I'm going to trim an inch around the edge. And on this side, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to use finishing tape on the back, fold it over the same way we did on the other piece. And again, I like to do the top and the bottom first. Nice and straight. We'll do the same thing on the sides. Again, I'm going to pull these up a little bit. Pull this in. We're going to tape these corners, and again, when you are doing these corners, you want to make sure these are really stuck down on the edge and that you pull this pretty taut so that you get a really nice corner. Okay, and now we're going to place the home on top of your fabric, and we're going to do the same thing with the stitchery tape. So you can see using the stitchery tape is super easy to use. You can reposition it and you don't have to burn yourself like you would with the hot glue gun. And here you just want to place it on top and you want to eyeball it. You can use a ruler to help you. if you want it to be exact. And it's actually right on target. So you just push it down. It's not going to come up. Get your frame. You want to make sure that your frame right here, your hanging top, is on top. And then we're going to put more sticky tape and then push it down. And then we will be done. And that's super quick, super easy project that you can do at home. We're just going to take the finishing tape off the back. And you're going to place this down in the center, and you don't want to hit this one hard like I did on the other, or it'll break the board. And then you can use your ruler if you want to make sure it looks aligned. And I'm not even pressing it down, and you can see that you can move it. And here's your beautiful home sign. You can add a bow to embellishment if you would like. Make sure to pick up the cross-stitch alphabet where you can get this exact design and stitch it for your home. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'll see you on our other videos.